Okay, class, so today is the 12th. In yesterday's video, I did this problem, we did this problem, and we did these two problems, okay? So today, we're going to do Wednesday. Today, we are going to do Wednesday. All right, so here we go. In Wednesday, it says use the table below to find the equation of the line and what is the slope. So when you're writing an equation of this line, the first thing you have to do is find the slope, then find the y-intercept, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I am going to use this space and cross this out so I can use all of this space to do this problem, okay? So write this down, please, so you'll have all the steps on how to write an equation for a linear function that's in a table. So we got our first step. We've done this before. The first step is to find the slope. Find m. So in order to find m, we pick 2 points from the table. Pick the 2 easiest points. Which 2 points are the easiest? What's wrong, Carmelo? You okay, baby? Okay. Which 2 points do you feel like is going to be the easiest to use so that we can calculate the slope? Chloe? Okay. You want to use the first point and the second point, or you want to use the second and the third? The second and the third. Okay. -1, comma 3. And then let's use 1, comma -1, because these numbers are smaller. So let's use these to find the slope. Okay. You can go ahead and close your laptop. Make sure that you're focused on what we're doing. I went through what we had to do on yesterday. So you can go ahead and close the laptop. We don't need it anymore. Okay. Can't hear you, baby. Oh, good, good. All right. So the formula for slope, you said you did it. What is the formula for finding slope? M equals. No. Slope, y'all. Things don't stick because we don't study. You gotta go over stuff in order for it to stick. Your brain is not gonna automatically, just because I do it one time, it's not gonna stay with you just doing it one time. You gotta go over your notes. Okay? So it's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You gotta review your notes. So what are we gonna put on the top? Let's label the point. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. You got to know this formula by heart. A large part of your test, especially at the end of the year, you will have a lot of slope on there. So you got to know that formula for slope. And you may see it on your quarter test as well. Okay? So what are we going to put on the top? What minus what on the top? -1 minus 3. And what are we going to put on the bottom? 1 minus. Okay, so on the top, you got -1 minus 3, and on the bottom, you got 1 minus -1. Good job. All right, so here, what does that give you? What's -1 minus 3? -4 on the top. And what does this give you on the bottom? 2. Because this is minus a negative is the same as saying plus a positive. So that's 2. What's -4 divided by a positive 2? What's a negative divided by a positive? A negative. What's 4 divided by 2? 2. So our slope, our m, is equal to a -2. That's our m. That's our slope. That's the slope so far. So now my second step is to find b. My second step is to find b. So now we're going to find B. Step 2, find B. Okay, that's the y-intercept. So to find B, you have to use the slope-intercept form. Does anybody remember what the slope-intercept form is? Yes. Very good. Y equals mx plus b. Very good. So now you're going to take the slope, -2, and plug it in for m, and pick one of the points. Which point do you feel like is going to be the easiest point to use? Doesn't matter which point you use, just pick one. Pick one of these points. This one probably right here is probably the easiest. So let's use this for x and this for y. So now, since we picked this point, let's plug it in along with the m. So what are we going to plug in for y? So we got -1 is equal to, what are we plugging in for m? -2 times x. What's our x? 1. Okay, remember we chose this point. Plus b. So this is what we're trying to find now, b. So this side is -1. It's equal to, what's -2 times a +1? -2. Very good. Then we got plus b. So now, how do we get b by itself? What do we do to get b by itself? Add 2 to both sides. Get rid of this minus or -2 by adding 2. So when we add 2 to both sides, what's -1 plus 2? 1. And on this side, this is gone. So I'm left with b. So b is 1. So this is m and this is b. So how do you write the equation in y equals mx plus b form? So the y equals -2x plus 1. Very good. Okay, y is equal to -2 x plus, because this is +1. This is my equation. Okay, and I'll pause for the calls, give you a chance to write. All right, so let's go ahead, put this back in your folder, and take out your interactive notebook, please. You need what, babe? What you talking about? You gotta email it to me or text it to me so I can send it. I can't print from here, so I have to print later and give it to you, or either send it via email or via text. That's why I was telling you all to do that, because I can't print from here and give it to you. Yeah, you don't have Remind? Yeah, do it in Remind and I'll just send it to you. Do it in Remind and I'll send it to you. All right, here we go. We're not gonna finish this, but that's okay. We'll get started and we'll finish it tomorrow. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start, even though this is still in quarter 2, we're gonna start quarter 3 notes because we've ended quarter 2 so that we can put our interactive notebook together and submit it. So we'll just start the notes for quarter 3, okay? So we got Q3 in the corner, and this is gonna be page 1. The name of this page is gonna be Systems of Linear Equation Word Problems. Okay. I accidentally tapped something. Sorry, y'all. All right. With systems of equation word problems, the whole objective of this, let's put a star. The goal for solving system of linear equation word problems is to write the equations from words and find the points that they share. The points that they share. And remember, if it's a system of linear equations, a straight line, they're only going to share two straight lines can only share either one point, which means this is one solution. They don't share any points if they have the same slope. That means they're parallel, same slope. This is no solution. They're never going to run into each other. Or if you graph them, or if you find out that the equations are exactly the same equation, same line, this is infinitely many solutions. Okay. Now pause for the calls. All right, we're gonna have to pick up from here tomorrow. This has to be our stopping point because it's time for us to get prepared for the next class. Okay.